Good morning, students. Welcome to the virtual class of Gyan Niketan Girls School. This is the continuation of the chapter Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Now, earlier in this chapter, we have dealt about what changed after October Revolution and what was the problem that were seen after October Revolution. Now, we already have seen that how Constitution Assembly was dissolved. It brought strict censorship. All these steps taken by Bolshevik were creating a feeling of discontent among people of Russia, and the perspective of Bolshevik party towards work were changing with time. With this, Bolshevik party now had taken over in town areas and the interior of part of Russia, that is old Russian Empire, which was now until now it was untouched. Now, the non-Bolshevik socialists, that was the liberals and the supporters of autocracy, that was king and nobles, organized troops to fight to the Bolshevik against the Bolshevik party because they always wanted change, and all these came together to fight against the Bolshevik party. Now, there were two teams, two groups which were formed up, and one was Bolshevik, that was denoted with red color, and the other was green and white. Now, who are they? See, the Bolshevik had been symbolized, as I said, it was symbolized by the red color. Green were the socialist revolutionary who wanted to fight Bolshevik to gain power, and the whites were the pro-Tsarists, that was supporters of autocracy. Now, there was constant conflict and war seen between these two groups, which was known as civil war. Now, as I said, interior land was under old aristocrats and socialist revolutionary, and if Bolshevik party wanted to take over the entire country, means they had to defeat the greens and whites. So civil war took place between these two. Now, civil war is fought inside. What is, if we talk about what is civil war, it is particularly fought inside a particular country. In one country means no other countries are involved in a civil war. If Russia had civil war, means Russian people were involved in that civil war. Now, greens and whites particularly controlled most of the Russian Empire, which created a constant conflict between these two groups, that is the red, and the second group was green and white together. The red wanted, that was Bolshevik party, wanted to take over those area, and the green and white wanted to safeguard their area, so conflict were constant seen between these two. Now, they were supported by particularly French, American and British. Now, it was civil war. How these country came in between? It may be said that, since as I said right now, that in civil war no other countries are involved, only the country in which it is taking place, the people of that country is involved, like Russian people were involved in civil war. So how the leaders of French, America and British could help them? See, when civil war was going on, there were Bolshevik, Greens and White, but the other nations' government indirectly were, as I said, they were indirectly helping Greens and Whites in form of arms and weapons. Why? Because all these were the capitalist ideologists, and they feared that the idea of socialism would spread if not stopped. And now they were seeing its dominance in Russia. They were seeing that it was already seen in Russia, and it would soon be seen in other countries if they will not be controlled, if they are not controlled. So capitalist ideologies would be challenged by the socialist ideology. So they thought to defeat the Bolshevik party party, and since they could not directly take part in civil war, so they started to help indirectly by supporting Greens and White to control the growth of socialism. Means the French, American and Britishers, they were indirectly helping the Greens and Whites to win over the Red, that is the Bolshevik party. And now we had seen that Bolshevik party had army. It was conveniently controlled everything. It was controlling everything using the army. It could easily suppress Greens and Whites. Okay, it could easily suppress Greens and Whites. And in civil war, ultimately the Bolshevik was supported by army, but at that time it was seen that army were disintegrated. Why disintegrated? Because now in the April thesis, as we have seen in the April thesis of Lenin, it was about distribution of land to peasants. All the lands were to be distributed to the peasants, and the army of Bolshevik party at the time were peasants earlier. So army began to break up due to the distribution of land. They wanted to go to their particular land. So what it was seen that army men left army and went to their houses, because originally they were peasants, so they started to break up. Now sorry, so you can see that these pictures are of civil war that were seen in Russia at the time. All the people, they gathered together and this went on strike. They went to banditing the things. All these things were seen in Russia at the time, and particularly in each and every places, every day people gathered together to go against the government. Now, as I said, so this was so army men left the army for as they originally were peasants, and they broke up. They wanted to break up. They were breaking up because they wanted to move to their home. Now this was the basic idea, that how, why and who were involved in civil war. These were the people who were involved in civil war. Now all these reasons gave a base for civil war, that was looting, banditing and famine became very common and frequent in Russia. As you can through this picture you can see that people were gathering at a particular place to take up this civil war, to continue this civil war. Now what was the result or conclusion, we can say, of civil war? What was the result seen of the civil war? See, let us first see the situation. What was the situation during the civil war? See, what whites were doing, they were taking up so many atrocities on peasants, which made these whites very unpopular among common people. Because as they were fighting with peasants, and all the peasants reached their land for land redistribution. Okay, so this made them the unpopular one in this civil war. Now these peasants were supporter of Bolshevik party, so whites started to torture peasants. Action were taken. This action made the white unpopular. As I said, the white were becoming unpopular, and this action of whites, that they were taking up atrocities against peasants, this action made them unpopular, and societies understood white as cruel. They considered white as cruel. Now since the people were not supporting white, so ultimately they had to support Bolshevik party. Means if they are not supporting one, means they are indirectly or directly they are supporting the other group. Means apart from white there was red, that was Bolshevik. Means these people were supporting the Bolshevik party. Now it was also interpreted that Bolshevik were working for lower class people, that is workers and peasants. So this mindset increased the supporter of Bolshevik. This mindset that Bolshevik were the one who were working for peasants and workers. So this was one mindset which changed the which gave Bolshevik party more and more support. Now Bolshevik also gained support from non-Russian nationalists and Muslim jihadists. Now, further we already have we will see that Bolshevik party, which formed Soviet Union and USSR, will be established. So, this Soviet Union established included the Soviet Union that will be established further included the non-Russian nationalists. And when you will see this USSR map, you will see present day countries were also included. For example, you can take as Ukraine. Means Ukraine is included in USSR, which is not a Russian country, it is non-Russian country. Earlier, they were not part of Russia, but it was included in Russia later. Now, so non-Russian nationalists gave its support to the Bolshevik party. Now, Muslim jihadists who wanted change also helped this Bolshevik party, and all these groups helped in increasing the influence of Bolshevik party. Now, but at the same time, many were confused about the objective of Bolshevik also. Since Bolshevik party were doing so much for the people were considering that they were helping workers and peasants, but still there were so many other people who had confusion that what Bolshevik really wanted, what was the real objective of Bolshevik party. For example, you can say that I'm talking about respecting each and every individual at every place, at anywhere. But at the same time, I myself am insulting someone. Okay, I'm talking at one point. I'm talking about respecting everyone. Whether it is from any class, society, caste, whatever it is, but I am telling that we should respect each and everyone, but on the same time I am insulting someone. So this will all obviously create a confusing personality or a dual identity about me and about myself. So you will see that you will see a type of dual personality, dual identity in me. So this is what we are talking about here. People also thought that Bolshevik party have dual personality. At one perspective, they were saying that they were helping people, but on the other side, people were really very much confused. Now, why? Same thing happened here with the Bolshevik party. That initially Bolshevik were working for welfare of peasants. As I said, they were working for welfare of peasants and the workers. So people started to support him, but at the same time people were very much confused about his action, because it is an example have been given, like in Khiva, that is in Central Asia. Bolshevik party, what they did, they massacred a local nationalist over there in names of defending nationalism and socialism. They did not see that they were nationalists, they were who they were. They just Bolshevik party massacred those people. Now here Bolshevik party went to Khiva and killed people, saying that they were against socialism. So that's why people were confused that at some point of time Bolshevik were killing its non-supporters in name of socialism. He were becoming they were becoming an executioner. Now this action taken by Bolshevik was wrong, and as soon the people understood it, that they will kill local nationalists, means Bolshevik party will kill local nationalists, people may withdraw their support from Bolshevik. Okay, Bolshevik thought that if people will take this misunderstood them Bolshevik party, they will start to withdraw their support. They will start to withdraw their support from Bolshevik party. So To remedy all these actions taken by Bolshevik party, the non-Russian nationalists were given a political autonomy in USSR when it was formed. Now, that is, political autonomy means a freedom in politics, we can say. That is, they can choose their leaders and take decisions regarding their country, but a limited power were given to them. Still, there were some people, there were some unpopular policies of Bolshevik, that like harsh discouragement of nomadism. So all these policies were still unpopular among people. The Soviet Union that were formed had policies of Bolshevik which were confusing, like harsh discouragement of, as I said, nomadism. Okay, nomadism. Now, what are nomadism? I hope you all know. It is one who move continuously and does not stay at a particular place. Those are known as nomads. Now, the activities performed by these nomads was now controlled by Bolshevik party, that they cannot move freely from one country to other. Bolshevik party started to control these people also, that they are not free to move from one place to other. So people was very much confused about Bolshevik, that what actually Bolshevik party wanted, what they wanted from people and for its government. So this is what have been changed. This is how civil war took place, and it was seen what was this was the different things that was seen in civil war. And after civil war, we saw that there was a socialist party which was formed by the Bolshevik party, that we will see in next video. Up till here, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. For now, thank you and have a nice day.